Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the TrustIsYou.com in a podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. My goal is to teach as many Americans how they can save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. I found out about this trust because back in 2019, I got on a payment plan with the with the IRS because I was working full time and I had wholesaled 6 different bank-owned properties, and I had to get on a payment plan. In July of 2020, I took down the deal of the week, a bank-owned reverse mortgage in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, that I paid $20,000 for, and I was going to go to auction for $50,000. I was going to make the $30,000 spread in between. Yay, Sally! With my tax rate, with 24%, I knew I would have to pay $7,140 in capital gains. With this trust, again, going back to that date, July of 2020, it was the middle of COVID. All the banks were shut down, so there was no auctions. I had to wait 13 months. It finally went to auction on August 21st, 2028, and it sold for over $64,000. I paid $20,000 for it, so I made $44,000 on that transaction. I also saved $10,580 on that first deal in the trust. Hence the name of my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I want to teach the people about the Spendthrift Trust because so few people have ever heard of this, and I have articles from Forbes magazine that I can email to you that says you have to be extremely rich to do this. Not true. It did take me a while to get that $44,000. I used that to buy the trust, and now I have done so many more deals within the trust. I'm going to discuss 4 different trusts today, and I am going to go live on October 10th at 4 p.m. East Coast time with a new presentation and a slide deck, and then open it up for question and answer. I'm not bringing anybody on live on this video. The last time I did that, they were naked, and I'll never do that again. So the first trust we're going to discuss is going to be the beneficial trust. The first trust we're going to discuss is going to be the business trust. But before I get to that, I want to tell you the 4 ways this trust is going to save you money. Number 1, federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number 2, it's going to keep your information completely private. Your LLC or your S Corp does not do that. I can write a Freedom of Information letter to the Secretary of State or the Corporation Commission and say, tell me about this LLC, and they will send me all that information back. Number 3, it's going to keep you from paying any judgments if you get sued. I can't stop you from being sued, but the old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, own nothing, control everything. And then the 4th thing it's going to help you with is on January 1st, 2024, the new 2024 Corporation Transparency Act is going to affect. It is an ugly law. There's a lot of paperwork that you'll have to do. Almost every single business out there, an LLC, doing business as, and a corporation. If you have either any of these trusts, you will avoid all that paperwork and the fines. Just let you know, if it's coming and you want some information, please email me. I have some information on this. My email is info@thetrustisyou.com. With this new 2024 Corporation Act, you are going to have to file all kinds of paperwork. If you file it incorrectly, you will be charged $500 per day that you have filed it incorrectly until you correct that paperwork. That's a lot of money. So again, it doesn't matter which trust you get, you're going to save federal taxes, keep your information private, you won't pay any judgments if you get sued, and you don't have to worry about the 2024 Corporation Transparency Act. The business trust is for all business owners and 1099 income earners. If you are making 1099 income, you can legally save at least 70% per year, year after year, generation after generation. That's a lot of money. Just to give you an idea, today I just did a posting about a person with an Etsy store. She's making about $9,000 per month. She's filing single. She's 23 years old. She's filing single, and she's at 24% tax rate. She's going to save $17,388 per year with her Etsy store. Think of this. She's 23. In 10 years, when she's 33, if she continues doing her Etsy store, she will save over $173,000. That's a lot of money. With the Spendthrift Trust, it goes from saves you federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Again, the business trust is for 1099 income earners and business owners. Please reach out to me. I'm at thetrustisyou.com/scheduling to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session. All I'm going to ask you is how much money you made in 2022 and how you're filing your taxes. There are 7 different levels for taxes, from 10% to 37%, 7 different layers, and 4 ways to file your taxes. Most people do not look at this. It's taboo in the United States to talk about death and taxes, and I want to change that. I want to help you save federal taxes. Now, with the beneficial trust, this is how I got involved because I was on a payment plan because of capital gains. With the beneficial trust, you're going to save the following taxes year after year, generation after generation. You will no longer pay short-term or long-term capital gains. Hence the name of my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. You will no longer pay, by the way, capital gains are on any profit. I don't care what you're doing, but on any profit. Short-term capital gains are between 10% to 37%, depending on your tax bracket, and long-term capital gains will either be 15% or 20% on the profit when you're selling a business. Yikes, people don't realize that. Interest income is for any passive investor, creative financing, BRRRR strategy, or I have 12 notes. If you're a forex investor, listen up, forex investors, you get taxed twice, interest income and capital gains. You need to have this the Spendthrift Trust. It's going to save you thousands of dollars. Then there's going to be dividend income. Dividends, if you are in the stock market, if you have dividend income, if you're a day trader, if you're a futures trader, or if you're a binary trader. Dividends and interest income are taxed between 10% to 37% on all your profits, 7 different layers. It could save you thousands of dollars year after year, generation after generation. Now, if you're an options trader, listen up. Options traders, you're getting taxed 40% for a year or less, or 60 for a year or more on all your profits. Yikes! You want to save that money. Rental income. If you have short-term rental like Airbnb, Vrbo, traveling nurses, or long-term rental, 5 doors, 10 doors, 20 doors, multifamily, commercial real estate investing, apartment investing. You're going to save rental income year after year, generation after generation. And yes, I know what you say. You can take off depreciation. Be my guest. You can do it with the trust too. But you're going to save, you keep your information private. And then most importantly, if you have a renter whose dog gets loose and goes and bites somebody, if they cannot sue you. The old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, own nothing, control everything. I had saved my clients thousands of dollars. And then finally, royalties. Royalties could be almost anything. An author, an actress, having mineral rights, or if you're in the NFT world. Royalties are taxed a little bit less, from 10% to 35%, 7 different layers, whatever your tax rate is. One of my clients inherited his granddad's horse farm in Oklahoma. On the horse farm, he has 6 oil wells. He's now saving that much money every single year. That's the beneficial trust. The third trust is for the charitable trust, 501c3 companies. My other website, www.learnwithsallymarie.com, I'm teaching how to get out of debt very quickly. 80% of Americans have more than $90,000 in debt and are not saving for retirement. I'm changing that into a charitable trust so I can start getting grants and never have to pay them back. Beautiful thing. And then the final trust is for seniors, anybody over the age of 65 who are on Medicare. Every October, the IRS goes back 2 years to check to whoever's on Medicare. This year, October 2023, they're going to be checking people on Medicare from 2021. If you made more than $91,000 while you were on Medicare, you'll have to pay more for your Part B of your Medicare. Part A is your hospital stay. Part B is doctors and tests. That's what they're checking for. With the senior trust is going to save you IRMA, individual retirement adjustable amount. This is what the IRS is looking for. Everything added together. Wages, Social Security, pensions, 401k withdrawals, SEP withdrawals, capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income, and royalties. Now, with the senior trust, just so you know this, it is a blind trust. The senior has their own bank account, but somebody else is in charge of this. A lot of seniors aren't comfortable with this, so I will put people in another trust. We have a personal conversation. I'm inviting you to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. It's going to be www.thetrustisisyou.com/scheduling. At this meeting, I'm going to ask you how much you made in 2022, how you file your taxes, and then I will give you 2 pages of case law. This is as legal can be, so you can give that to your CPA or to your financial advisor. And then I'm also going to give you more information than you probably ever wanted. Thank you for watching my video here. I hope I taught you something new. Again, it's going to be a 30-minute tax breakthrough session. It's free of charge. www.thetrustisisyou scheduling. Have a beautiful week. Take care. This is Sally Gimmon, the owner of thetrustisisyou.com, signing off. Bye-bye.